Tired of paying retail prices for Pokemon TCG? Then go to ccgcastle.com where you can find packs under $3 a piece, as well as elite trainer boxes, booster boxes, and more at great prices. Use promo code Evolutionaries-5 and save 5% off your next order.
What's up, guys? And here, and today, I'll be showing you guys another awesome deck profile here, and we're going to be looking at the Gengar Mimikyu deck. Now, a little bit of tribute to our old mascot, Gengar, for those of you who have been with us long enough. So yeah, Zoroark and Greninja, just a little short story, was not always our mascot. It was originally Gengar. And right there you see a little Mimikyu on top of his head, which I think is a very awesome combo. And the whole focus of the deck is going to be around Poltergeist. So for 2 psychic energy, it does 50 damage for each trainer in your opponent's hand, and they of course do reveal their hand. So even if you're not hitting for much damage, you're still getting to see what's in their opponent's hand, and that's a lot of useful information for you. So a very, very powerful attack indeed. And it also does have a GX attack here, Horror House GX. Your opponent cannot play any cards from their hand during the next turn. If this Pokemon has at least one more psychic energy attached to it, each player draws cards until they have 7 in their hand. Now, at first look, it doesn't seem that great because you don't want to give your opponent extra cards. But remember, the more trainers they have, the more damage you're doing, and the more likely you're to one-shot the big tag teams out there. But if you're worried about them having a gigantic hand, don't, because we're also going to be playing Omastar in the deck. And it's all going to be for the ability Fossil Bind. As long as you have fewer Pokemon played in your opponents, they can't play item cards from their hand. So it's an item lock support, and also a trainer from hand beatdown. So this helps make sure that there's always going to be some trainers in hand for us to do damage with. As you can see, we have a very short line of Pokemon, like that's it. Well, this technically also counts, but yeah, it's hard to say. You can make arguments for 6 or 8, but you can't start with this, so I'm just going to go with 6. But the unidentified fossil is a 60 HP item Pokemon, and you get to play it anytime, and you get discarded it from any time as well. And the card cannot retreat, which does in fact make sense. And with that, everything here is just pretty much your basic stuff here. We have 2 Cherish Balls, we have the 4 Custom Catcher. We are playing 2 copies of Energy Spinner just so we can search for our energy, because we don't run a whole lot of it. We do run 2 Great Potion here. As I said, our Pokemon lineup is very, very short, so we want to make sure that they're not really getting knocked out anytime soon. Okay, we're running the 4 Mixed Herbs. I don't really play this card too often, but in this deck it really does work. If you play 1 of this, you get to remove a special condition from your active. If you play 2 of it, you heal 90 damage and remove all special conditions. So really, really awesome there. And we also have, of course, our 2 copies of Peking Red card. Your opponent reveals their hand, and you may have your opponent shuffle those cards, and then they draw the same amount of cards. So it's really cool to see their hand ahead of time. And let's say they don't really have a lot of trainers in their hand, to where it's not going to be enough to get the knockout you need. So you can go ahead and just activate a Peking Red and force them to shuffle. That way increasing your chance of them having a lot more trainers in hand. And we are going to be running 4 copies of Pokegear. We have 2 Pokemon Communication as well as a 2 Cherish, just so we can get our Omastar a bit better. We are, of course, running our 2 rare candies, because we're not running any Ammonite. 1 reset stamp. I find 1 is useful, especially early game if they go ahead and dwindle down their hand size. You go ahead, reset stamp, make them draw back 6, and you're good. It's a little bit of opposite logic with this. Normally you want to save it till the end of the game, but with the strategy of this deck, you want to use it as early as possible. But having multiples of this, I notice, doesn't really help out too much, so 1 copy of it works fine. Could be running 4 copies of Surprise Box. You get to put a card from your opponent's discard pile into their hand. So increase the hand size, preferably items, once you have the Omastar out, so that way you're just giving them useless cards. And just more and more damage. Alright, we're also going to be running 1 copy here of Lysander Labs. Pokemon tools in play have no effect. Even though we run a couple tools, it's not really important to us very much. And of course, the most important stadium here is going to be the 3 copies of Power Plants, preventing Pokemon GX and EX from having any abilities. And luckily, Gengar does not have any abilities, so we're completely good on that area. Going to be running 1 copy of Bill's Analysis. Just being able to search for our trainers is really going to help. And I'm also running one copy of Blue's Tactics as well. Because not always, your turns aren't always going to be perfect. And you play this guy, you draw 8 at the end, it's going to really help you out next turn. 4 copies of Coach Trainer because our only attacking Pokemon is going to be the Gengar Mimikyu, so this is going to really get us a lot of cards. And also Green's Exploration, best card early game. 7 basic, second energy. As I said, not a whole lot, and I am running 2 copies of Choice Helmets, there we go. As I said, even though we technically do run items, if it gets shut down by Lifespan and Red Labs, it doesn't really hurt us as much as it's going to hurt the opponent. Alright guys, so that's the basic gist of the deck profile. Now let's get into some battles with it. Alright guys, first match here. And looks like we're facing Dragon, Psychic, and Steel. That could very well be a Malamar box with either Garchomp Giratina or Ultra Necrozma, and the Steel is Jirachi. That's going to be my guess, it's going to be one of those two. And we're going second. Not that necessarily hurts us, but we are going to be mulliganing here. That is one flip-flop side of it, of this deck, is that it can mulligan a lot. And I say flip-flop because on one hand, yeah, you're giving your opponent more cards, but on the other hand, with Poltergeist, that's actually a good thing. Yeah, we only mulligan once, though. To me, that's kind of shocking, because I normally mulligan like 5 or 6 times with this deck. But to only do it once, that's interesting. Alright, so at the very least, Fidget Spinner is going to be able to get us 3 energy cards this turn, so that's really awesome. Okay, looks like I was right here. Now, Dragon's Eye could be an Ultra Necrozma or the Garchomp Giratina. Give me one of those two. Guarantee it. And Cynthia of their return. Okay. He's having a pretty good turn. Spell tags. Ugh. That's just nasty. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our 3 energy. Tactic Choice Helmet just in case. We'll go ahead and Horror House. So he pretty much can do nothing this turn. The most he could do is Stellar Wish. So it's literally going to be Stellar Wish and pass. And it doesn't even look like he was able to get anything. Alright. Poke Gear. Not what I was hoping for. So look for greens. And I guess a rare candy too. Alright, so it's 100, 150. Yeah, we got him. Got that Jirachi. I swear, if he hits me with a Hypnosis and I get a Tails, I'm gonna be mad. Gonna be really mad. Not gonna lie. Well, which dragon is it? I want. Wait, he got rid of a Malamar? What the heck was so important about that card he drew? Okay, so it was ended up being Ultra Necrozma. Okay. Twas in fact Ultra Necrozma. Which can actually be dangerous for us. Let's go ahead and get the fossil. playmat. Okay, so we're gonna play the fossil. We're going to Cherish Ball for another Gengar. Now, normally you don't want to have 3 Pokemon out because it hurts your lineups for things, but at the same time, Ultra Necrozma could be a very heavy hitter, and is not something we need to be worrying about. Okay, Lysander Labs. And I did that just because I don't want to deal with the spell tag damage. And I just put the Lily back in his hand. Even though he could use it, drawing until he has 6 is going to help us out. Now, next turn, I just need to get into the Amistar, and we've got him on item lock. Well, potentially. That's if he decides to bench anymore. Which, on one hand, he might want to play it safe, but on the other hand, this is Malamar, so he has to, kind of. And he just got rid of I'm pretty sure I know he just got rid of a custom catcher. Yeah, first a Malamar and a custom catcher. Like, what are these cards he's getting that's so much more important than those? Like, it honestly has me wondering, what is so much more important? Alright, so he hit us for 180. That's not good. Not good at all. Let's see here. We're gonna greens. Custom catcher and a Pokemon communication. We'll go ahead and Cherish Ball first. Then we'll use the Pokemon communication to put him back and get ourselves the Amistar. And since we have the rare candy already, and just like that, he's got item lock. Let's go ahead and mixed herbs. We're gonna go ahead and promote that Malamar. He needs 2 trainers in hand. Okay, so it's actually only 1 trainer. Nope. Because that's going to do 50, weakness 100. And with that, that's acceleration we don't have to deal with now. Now if I can draw into, say, a Great Potion, that'd be fantastic. And even with 3 Pokemon, our opponent's still under item lock, so we're still good. He still has to try to bench Inkay when he can. So that. The way this deck plays is going to really help with our item lock. Let's see, I've only used 1 surprise box so far. So that's definitely good. Ooh, Nia Lego. That could be one to watch out for. Alright, let's thin out the deck a little bit more. Then we'll Coach Trainer. More mixed herbs. Gonna just now heal ourselves off completely. And we'll Poltergeist for 51, 150, 200. Well, 180, but still way too much for that poor Jirachi. $51, 150, 200, 250. Oh boy, wait a minute. Wait a minute. 51, 152, 250. I am regretting recent life decisions. Yeah. Oh boy, that's not good. Now he could use the nightcap to copy my poltergeist, and that's not gonna be good. That was the magic number he needed to knock me out. But on the other hand, that's 3 cards he's adding to hand. I just need by some miracle to draw into 2 custom catchers. Ah, there's only the greens. This is no good to us. And we can start attaching to the Amistar just in case we have to retreat. We'll go ahead and play blues. Okay, let's see, 51, 150, 200. Wow, it's not a lot of trainers, actually. But that's still not a good hand for my opponent either, so I definitely want them to keep that bad hand. Alright. And just more power, just a power plan and Pokemon communication. Sky Scorching Light. Okay, so there really should be no way for him to one-shot me. Yeah, there's no way. With that, I think I've got this in the bag. There's our great potion. Now let's poltergeist. 51, 150. Yeah, boy. That was not a knockout. Attention, that was not a knockout. Scary. But I have choice band now, choice helmet now. So at the very least, should be okay. I really need to draw into like a surprise box here or something. Okay, we survived it somehow. Why not? Okay. Janice has 1. Okay, he has 2. We're good. Whew! That was pretty scary. Alright, guys. That does it for game number 1, and we're going to jump straight to game number 2. Alright, guys. Second game here. And I'm going to assume it's Dark Box. Just fix my hair. I've seen you guys in the comments saying my hair's gotten very long. Like, I've always been iffy with my hair. Like, I love how it feels long, but as far as looks-wise, I'm very iffy about it. But I figure I'm actually trying to grow it out as much as I can just to see how it would look. But no, don't think I've been reading the comment section. I've been seeing everything about my hair. And how many mulligans was this? 6 mulligans. Told you we could get that absurdly high. They're taking all 6. And they're benching so many Pokemon. Okay, so it's Pikarom. Why did I think I saw one dark Pokemon there, and I immediately thought Dark Box. Now, granted, we don't see a Pikarom yet, but this is most certainly a Pikarom deck. Oh, the Dark Pokemon's apps. Oh, duh. Yeah, that would make sense. This is also another pretty good matchup for us because they have to bench a lot of Pokemon. Judge! Oh, that's not cool. No. Ugh. Let's see, Hoopa. Alright, Pokegear. Coach Trainer. Alright, let's Fidget Spinner for 3 energy. With this matchup, I think we're safe to get another Gengar Mimikyu and the Amistar play. Let's go for the Whorehouse. Pokegear. Let's see. Yes, we finally get our greens this time. So believe me when I say I'm definitely going for the unidentified fossil. And a rare candy. Touch a choice band because electric can hit very hard. Picking red card. Only one? Oh yeah, we're definitely getting rid of that. Need more. Let's see if it does it. 51, 150. Not enough, but I did actually give my opponent a decent hand, so that's not good. Those are the risks. Sometimes you give them a good hand to have more trainers, but it's still not enough for a knockout. So if it's not a knockout and you give them a good hand, then that's bad. I do have a power plant though, so that's going to help us with the Zeraora and the Dedenne. We definitely don't need those. Let's get Fidget Spinner. Have the Custom Catcher. Something. Alright, Poltergeist. Oh wow, that is a whole lot. And they have Thunder Mountain in hand. That's not good. That's alright, we can just bump it back with another power plant. And they can paralyze us with Tandem Shock. But that's perfectly fine because we can just mix herbs to heal. If we could get a second mixed herbs, that'd actually be very great for us. But we at least have the one to get rid of the paralyzed status, so not gonna complain too much either way. There goes Tandem Shock. Did not help us very much. Not that top deck anyways. Alright, so we'll go ahead, Pokemon Communication. Let's get our Amistar. So that he's good and ready. We'll go ahead and mixed herbs. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The top card would have been another mixed herbs. You see that stuff right there? That's just the unfair stuff right there. Eesh. And let's go ahead and reset Stamp because I don't like him only having 3 cards. Just because I want to do more damage. So 51, 150, 200. Good, but not good enough. To be fair though, we would have needed like the full 300 to have done the job. We need all 6 of those would need to be trainers. Which, I mean, it's certainly plausible to have that, but not the most likely thing in the world. And no matter what, he can knock me out because of Lightning Ride. If my opponent decides to use it, yep. Still just enough to do it. Oh, he's bringing up the Hoopa. That's not cool. I don't want that. Oh well, let's go ahead, Poltergeist, and there is a lot there. Alright, let's take a prize. Leave. Ah, boy. That's not good. At the very least, we don't have to worry about Tag Bolt now. Believe my opponent does have a Tag Switch in hand. Nope, or they could just do that. That is also something that makes a lot of sense. Mixed herbs, surprise box. I think we've got this. This, I think we have it. It's a 51. Yep. Oh yeah, we have it. We absolutely have it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's a pretty quick beatdown. I'm impressed. Deck can do a lot of good things when given the opportunity. And it's able to make its opportunity quite a bit. Alright, let's go back. Give you guys one more glimpse at the deck. And there you guys go. Very fun deck, but not very fun to play against. So, it's one of those decks. Like, for those who've been playing long enough, it's kind of like Seismitoad Caliber, or anything item locky, or just like very annoying overall. Great when you're the player, not so great when you're playing against it. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video here today, be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like and comment down below. And with that everybody, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys next time.